While conventional retirement income planning focuses primarily on safe withdrawal rate strategies, academic research approaches the retirement challenge from a different perspective and focuses on other tools and strategies. My guest is Chris Longworth in Anacortes, Washington. He is also a National Certified Financial Education Instructor. Chris, how does the academic approach differ from conventional planning?
Well, Scott, the typical approach is based on a couple of criteria that are universal throughout advising, where you'll have a broker salesman suggest a product to a client, and that client, having no knowledge base to draw from, will generally accept that recommendation and purchase that product, and without a lot of regard to the long-term approach. What is their expectation? What do they need that money to do for them for retirement? What do they need those dollars to supply as far as an action in retirement? Because it does something for you in retirement. All of your retirement savings has to do something when it gets there. So having a properly structured plan that focuses on those elements. What is the expectation of your money? How is it going to be used? What does it need to do? How long does it have to last? All of those things are taken into account, where typically in the other approaches, they really don't look at those measures. They look at a short-term run, maybe a gain of a year or two, and try to keep rolling that into the future with the expectation that when it's time, some magical thing will happen and you'll have money to draw from. And there's no more definition than that in the typical scenario. So we try to really put a defined, actionable steps together, knowing what will happen, when will it happen, and what time will it happen. Now we can put an action plan together that actually will unfold, things that you can look forward to that actually will take place.
Chris, you often talk about the core elements of a properly designed plan. Can you expand on that?
So there are really two core elements that academics suggest should be at the basis of all good and well-built plans. In fact, I took a class years ago called Advanced Retirement Planning and ended up actually teaching the class as a financial education instructor. And the first sentence of the first paragraph was the most notable. And it simply states, all good plans must have two core elements to guarantee success. One of those being a guaranteed income option, and the other one being enough of the cash value life insurance to cover the inevitable and unforeseeables. The inevitable part is none of us get out of this game alive. You will pass. The unforeseeable part, that's the piece that comes and gets us when we're not expecting it. That's the medical event that happens that you're not expecting that can literally wipe out 15 or 20% of a life savings through co-pays, deductibles, co-insurances, and the sort. So having these plans in place that cover these events, lifelong income option, and whatever else may happen, that's what will guarantee success for the long term.
Now, how can the consumer find a certified planner like you?
Well, I make myself available to everyone who wants to learn. Again, I have a passion to serve. I don't view myself as a salesman of any kind. I view what I do as a service to others. So service to others in that very same strain of understanding what is their expectation, what is their need, and how best to achieve those goals. And again, with amount of certainty and some safety involved. You can reach me at any time. They'll make my information available, I am sure.
My guest has been Chris Longworth in Anacortes, Washington. This is Retirement News Online.